Hi, my name's Rick. What we're building here is the Taj Mahal, or maybe we'll settle for a greenhouse for now. But anyway, what we're doing is a 10 by 10 foot greenhouse, so 100 square feet is all we're allowed for HOA. What we've done is we've bought 32 Cinderblocks, and I think we paid somewhere around 50 bucks for all 32 of them, somewhere in there with tax. Then we also got the under sheeting that prevents the weeds from growing up. That was like 32 bucks for something like 200 square feet or a 200 foot roll or whatever it was. So anyway, put that underneath so we won't have to worry about anything growing up inside our greenhouse unless we want it to. So laid everything out, just got it fairly level. We're not too concerned about being perfect. It's supposed to be mobile, can't be a permanent structure, at least in our area. So anyway, now what we're going to be doing is using some cattle panels. Cattle panels are pretty cool. They're 16 foot by roughly 4 feet, 50 inches. And what we're going to be doing is doing 4 4-foot high walls. So cutting the cattle panels to about 10 feet, laying them lengthwise and straight up and down to provide that wall structure for us. And I'm going to be using a welder to weld everything in place, make sure it's really sturdy. And then on top of that, we're going to be rounding the 16-foot panels. Should give us about 9 feet. So what I'm going to be thinking about doing is possibly bending those 4-foot panels underneath lengthwise, bending them about a foot to get us around 8 feet. That's kind of our butter zone mark that we're shooting for. I think that is it. We'll show you more progress once we get it. Thanks. Hooking me in the ass isn't fun. No, that didn't work. more. That's much better. Yeah, if you don't have enough voltage, it just kind of fuckers everything up.
At 99 inches from the base, and we're going to put gravel in here, which is going to be about 8 inches tall. So that's going to give us roughly 91 inches or so of total height, which is more than enough. Going to put a 2x4 support beam across the top, probably 3 going down the back for support. You see it kind of want to bow out that cattle panel. We changed our minds. We were gonna fold under one of these 4x10s, 10x4s. We were going to fold it under about a foot and then put maybe the concrete on top of it to keep it from blowing away or whatever. That turned out to be a big pain in the butt, and we decided against it. So we still had an extra foot that we had to do something with, instead of having it 9 foot tall for no reason. We're trying to make it where you can't really see it from the street all that great. So we took our first arch here and overlapped it. These are 16 foot, overlapped it about a foot on either side, zip tied it where it was secure. So that's what the arch is going to be like. And then we got the plastic that will wrap around the top and all the way around the sides. It'll be pretty nice once we're done. But yeah, we will have to do some supports because you can see how it wants to kind of bow in a little bit. But all the welding is done on all the 4 foot high pieces. And we got, I don't know if you can direction it over here. We've got a nice little doorway here. These are 40 inches each. So that leaves us roughly a 32-inch door frame right here. So that'll be real nice. Be able to have plenty of room to get in and out, get our stuff in and out. And then of course we're going to have to do some wood on this side too. Probably two, well, we're going to have the door frame of course, and then probably a couple of support structures coming up the top to make sure everything stays in place. And then at some point in the near future have to do the gravel in here. That'll be fun. But the arch is looking good. I'm going to have to start welding this where it stays in place and then do the rest of the arches. The final arch, or actually probably the middle arch, we're going to have to cut in, I don't know, half, because that's 4 feet, and then maybe do the other 4-footer here, and then in the middle whatever's left. And then it'll look pretty good. It'll be basically a fairly substantial greenhouse when we're done. We're doing a little differently than what you see on other YouTube videos where they just do the arch and call it good. We wanted you know, the nice flat walls on all the sides, a little bit better height, a little bit more of a robust structure once we're done. Yeah, looking forward to being done with it so we can start planting some stuff. I'm into hydroponics and she's into gardening and dirt for whatever reason. So it'll be a fun mix in here. Anyway, see you when we get some more done.
bring it down. Well, I think we're all done with the welding. Ended up, like I said, we got the 4-foot section over here, 4-foot section over here, and you can see on the cattle panels how it goes, you know, big block, big block, big block, big block, and then you have this extra wire coming through here. So that wire's on that side, and this wire's on this other side over here. Just kind of more rigidity on the ends. And then cut a 17-inch piece right here, and just finished welding it all the way around, which kind of sucked, by the way. Caught my shirt on fire I don't know how many times. Working above your head with the welder is not fun. Anyway, so finished with that. I'm by no means a expert welder. I don't even classify myself as a novice. I'm very beginning on the whole welding thing. But definitely you need the welding gloves, need the long sleeve shirt, pants, shoes, the whole bit, because in fact I should be wearing like a baseball hat underneath the welding helmet, because the flames were kind of setting my hair on fire there for a bit. And I don't know if you can see it from the video, but the black mat there is supposed to keep the weeds from coming up. Well, we burned all the weeds, so don't have to worry about that no more. Set, I don't know, about a dozen different fires as we were going. And it starts to warm up your pants and you don't really notice it. That's not good. Anyway, so got it all welded up. Pretty happy with it. It's pretty stable. We're going to get some 2x4s and kind of shore up everything and provide some points along the top that we can actually anchor either hanging plants or as we're doing like hydroponics and things like that. The tomatoes will come up and they need to be supported. Their weight needs to be supported, especially when they start to fruit. So we'll have strings hanging from the different 2x4s up there. It should be 3. We can have one across the center and then one on either side. I don't know, about 2 feet away from it. And then that'll be supported over here on the ends. There'll be 3 supports coming all the way down, and then 2 supports on either side of the door. And this right here is a 36-inch opening, and so we got to frame up the door to go all the way up. And above the door, I don't know, what, about 7 feet tall door, something like that. Then above that will be another 2x4 going up, and that's going to support the one going across. So there's going to be quite a bit of support. We shouldn't have to worry about this thing moving too much after we've got it done. But the shell is up, the frame, and it looks really good. I'm pretty happy about it. Got to play with the welder and start fires. That was fun. But I've definitely improved my welding skills on some of these. Some of these look like crap, but I'm still learning. It'll take me a long time to become anything resembling a welder. But anyway, it looks good. I really like it. This will be a really good greenhouse. So, and anyway, the welder that we're using, in case you needed to know, we got it over at Home Depot. Thought it was like 300 and some change. Anyway, it's a Lincoln Electric Weld Pack. I think it's the HD version. It's like one of the smallest one they have. We bought it a couple of years ago for another project and haven't used it much. Yeah, Weld Pack HD. It's perfect for this kind of work. So definitely worth having and worth keeping around. Let's see, in fact we used up an entire roll of the filament wire, or what do you want to call it? It has a flux core wire that's inside this that unspools as you push the button, and that's what's actually sparking and arcing on the metal, and that's what you're actually welding, is that. And you're putting that wire in between the different pieces of metal on the frame and bringing it together. It's pretty sweet stuff. Definitely not like a TIG welder or anything big and fancy, but worth having for doing these little jobs like this. But yes, the welding's done. I'm happy, and this is going to be a really nice greenhouse. Stay tuned.